Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, as this is all A last names on my team, Indianapolis Colts. I'll explain more later on in the video, but let's get into it. Quarterbacks right here. Joseph Adai, he ends up staying though. Donald Brown and Mike Hart, they stayed because I couldn't find anyone else with an A last name, so this is what I have to explain. So if anybody does not have an A last name, the original players just end up staying here. Because on the original teams for just a player team, like J player team, for example, say like if they didn't have like that J first name or last, then they will have to go last name or then a J in any part of their name. Okay, here are the fullbacks. Wide receivers. Tight ends, Dallas Clark and Tom Santi ended up staying. And this, he got in for free. He's from free agents for Brody Eldridge. Here's another free agent right here. He ended up staying, Mike Pollock. He ended up staying, but he has an A last name, so this worked out for him. Jeff Saturday went to the Titans for Eugene Amano. He ended up staying. Right here, these are major upgrades. Dwight Freeney's still a beast though, but the backup wasn't okay, but this is a really good backup here. Oh. Pat Anger, he ended up staying. Clint Session ended up staying. Right here's a really good cornerback right here. So Antoine Bethea, he went to the Bears for Al Afalava. David Akers for Adam Vinatieri, and Pat McAfee ended up staying. So I'm about to get into the game, but it's gonna be a little different for the game too. Super Bowl mode, but let me pick the teams real quick. So Colts will be home team, of course. My team, Colts. This one will not be the Cowboys because I've been using the Cowboys a lot, and it's gonna be the Packers. The reason the Packers because, well, so the way how this works out is for the last names, the player that's closest who I could think of will get for the team. It has to be an NFC team though. So it was actually two players tied that I could think of, and they first, and it's Aaron Rodgers and Adrian Peterson. But what I did was they will decide for best out of 7 who the opponent will be, and it landed on Packers majority of the time. But the B team will be the Vikings anyways. The B last name team, because Brett Favre is the closest I could think of. So let's get into it. It's a little different now. Let's try to get a little differency for once. That's what. Packers, Colts. And there's Peyton Manning right there in the Super Bowl. From that Super Bowl against the Bears. There he is right there, Aaron Rodgers. This is probably going to be a blowout, but you never know. We'll see what happens, though. This is the debut of this new series. Okay, so I'll provide y'all with the results at the end.